Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Imam Zakara. My metric number is 2021204698. I am the leader for the group, and in this fieldwork, I will explain about the objective of traverse surveying.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Azwan bin Ghazali. My metric number 2021819886. In this fieldwork, I will explain about the instrument that we use in traverse surveying.
My name is Adam Dinesh Mukri bin Zamri. My metric number is 2021827954. In this fieldwork, I will explain about the methodology of traverse surveying.
My name is Khalida binti Khairuddin and my metric number is 2021849058. In this fieldwork, I will explain about result and analysis of traverse survey.
My name is Wan Usna Shahaza binti Wan Isaruddin. My metric number is 2021460028. I will explain about plotting.
Okay, for the task information, this assignment educates us to perform traverse surveying activity practically and provide information about coordinate. To complete the task, we use the information that given by our lecturer and some videos from YouTube as a reference.
In this fieldwork, we find some objectives that we need to achieve. First, to improve student skill and knowledge. During this practical task, students gain a new knowledge such as how to do a traverse survey and how to cooperate in completing the task. Students also improve their communication and soft skill. Next, to give students a true picture of employee in the industry. During this practical task, students use traverse methods such as recognition, session marking, observation and measurement, booking and observation, checking, plotting to complete the task. By this practical task, students know how to do a traverse and know how to conduct the project. Lastly, to give students a deeper experience and understand about the traverse surveying. Result of this practical task, students became more understand and expert about the lesson. Students became know how to find the data, how to measure the bearing, and how to use a surveying instrument. And lastly, how to create a new coordinate.
The first instrument that we use in traverse surveying is tripod. Tripod is a device used to support any one of surveying instruments such as theodolite and total station. Second, total station. For traversing, the equipment that usually used is total station. Total station is commonly used for marking observation of horizontal angle, vertical angle, horizontal distance, sudut distance, and vertical distance, or formerly known as bearing and distance. Total station is a very precision instrument I use in measuring the angle. Bearing of a surveying line is the angle between the direction of the line and the direction of the meridian or north at the beginning of the line. Angle measured in a clockwise direction. Net prism. Prism reduces the scatter of the beam as it is reflected back to the total station, which allow for both a more accurate measurement and a longer range that the measurement can be made. Next, compass. Compass surveying may be style of surveying during which the direction of surveying line are determined with a compass, and also the length of the surveying line are measured with a tape or chain or laser rangefinder. The compass calculates bearing of line with relation to magnet. Next, wooden peg. Wooden peg is a short pin or bolt type structure made of wood which is separate at its one end to secure it within the desired point or station. Red spray used to spray the wooden peg on the top. And the last one is a hammer. A hammer is employed to drive the peg into the ground.
Methodology. Methodology we divide to two parts. First, field operation. Second, office operation. In field operation, we have recognition, station marking, observation and measurement. And at office operation, we have booking and observations, checking and plotting. Okay, let's go to first part is reconnaissance surveying. Reconnaissance. Firstly, we need to study the place environment. This is to confirm the site location and station suitable to the surrounding behavior. Next, we will make sure the area is comfortable enough, far from people walkway, car road, parking spot, and other. It is because the parking spot and people walkway will interfere us to complete the task. We also prefer to do the task at places that have a shelter to make us easier to rest, so that can make us comfortable along the time complete the task.
Okay, this is the secret of our group to get an accurate result in Traverse. The secret is in our reconnaissance survey. First, we use wall-to-park principle. Second, we minimize the station but cover all the site that we need. Third, we choose station that in stable surface.
Next, station marking. We mark the station before start the measurement. We require to mark 4 stations or more, depends the site situations. The distance between one another must 30 meters times 30 meters. This minimal distance is set to prevent from create too many stations that may challenging us. During the measurement, we prefer using the measuring tape to get the accurate result. After we satisfied with the result, we mark this place using pegs or nail at the site. This to make sure the measure did not wrong and will easier the process of observation and measurement. Next, observation and measurement. Set which station to start the observation and measurement procedure. During the observation, determine 3 stations of reference point, station point and target point. Place the total station at station point and put prism at both reference and target point. Then, use compass to get assumed bearing as data to start our observation. The first member stay at station 2 as our station point, while the other 2 members stay at the station 1 and 3 as our reference and target point to hold prism in their position. The fourth member can assist the first member to prevent from doing any mistakes during the procedure. The first member turn on and set the total station to the circle left condition, especially eyepiece. This was because we need to measure circle left first. Then shoot the prism of station 1. The first member need to adjust the tangent screw and telescope screw to make sure the total station position is parallel with the prism to get accurate result. After that, lock the total station to prevent from moving during the procedure. Then record the data of the datum. Set the reading in total station to set the bearing. Turn the total station to the station 3 and make sure to turn it in clockwise direction. Then shoot at the prism of station 3 to measure the bearing and distance. Like before, the first member need to adjust the tangent screw and telescope screw to make sure the total station position is parallel with the prism to get the accurate result. Then, the fifth member record the reading of bearing and distance in Traverse booking form. After that, change the total station to circle left condition, especially eyepiece. Then, repeat the same step as before when measured the circle left. Next, repeat the exact same thing to the next station of 3, 4, 5, and 1. Observation checking. Record all the observation data using fieldwork form. Use that data to get the final bearing and final distance to calculate the coordinate. Firstly, calculate mean bearing for every station by using the means formula. Compare first and last bearing to determine the correction of every station. Then, we'll calculate the correction of the mean to get the final bearing. The correction must not more than 1 minute and 15 seconds, plus 2 distance of station and divide by 2 for the final distance. The final bearing and distance that we get used to continue the calculation to get the coordinate. Then, arrange the data based on the bearing and distance in traverse adjustment form. Calculate latitude and departure of every line by using the given formula. After that, sum up all the data of total distance and total latitude and departure based on north, south, east, and find the misclosure for latitude and departure with north minus south and east minus west. Next, calculate linear misclosure with misclosure latitude and departure by using the given formula. We get to know our observation accuracy with this way. After that, use Bodish method to calculate traverse adjustment by using the given formula. Then, calculate adjusted of latitude and departure. Misclosure of this calculation must 0.000 or 0.001 is accepted, but if more than that, the calculation must be rejected. Next, calculate the coordinates with this adjusted by using the given formula. Lastly, we determine the area using the coordinates. Last but not least, plotting. Plot the final adjusted coordinate data as final product in A2 size paper with a suitable scale. There are two methods for traverse plotting, angle and distance method and coordinate method. We proceed with coordinate method since already calculate the coordinates of the station. The plan can be plotted manually or using AutoCAD software.
Then we will complete this traverse booking data. First, we need to calculate the mean bearing for every station. The formula to find the mean bearing is to plus or minus face right bearing with 180 degree, then add with face left bearing and part it with 2. So for example, for the first station, 211 degree 21 minute 2 seconds, subtract with 180 degree, then add with 31 degree 21 minute 10 seconds and part it with 2. Then we got the mean bearing for the first station, 31 degree 21 seconds, 05.5 seconds. Then repeat the same formula for every station. After we have found the mean bearing for every station, we will find the correction. So line 5 to 1 read as 343 degree 54 minute 10 seconds and should read as 343 degree 55 minute 20 seconds. Then subtract it and we got the misclosure 0 degree 1 minute 10 seconds. And part the misclosure with 5 since we got 5 stations, then we got the correction per station 0 degree 0 minute 14 seconds. So the correction for the first station is 0 degree 0 minute and 14 seconds. For the next station, we must add another 14 seconds. For example, for station 2, 14 seconds plus with 14 seconds, then we got 28 seconds for second station. Then we will find the final bearing. The formula to calculate the final bearing is to add mean bearing and correction that we got just now for each station. For example, the first station, 31 degree 21 minute 05.5 seconds plus with 0 degree 0 minute 14 seconds. Then we got the answer 31 degree 21 minute 19.5 seconds. But we round it with the nearest number. So the final bearing for the first station is 31 degree 21 minute 20 seconds. Repeat the same step for every station. Then we will find the final distance. To find the final distance is to add both the distance that they gave and part it with 2. After we have completed this part, we will find the coordinate. First, we must transfer the final bearing and final distance that we got just now into this table. Next, we will calculate the latitude for each line. For example, line 2, the final distance 46.4 SUG111 multiple cost on calculator with final bearing 31 degree 25 minute 20 second. Then we got the answer 39.383. If the answer is in positive, then it's not. If the answer is negative, then it's SUG. Repeat the same way for every line. Then we will calculate the departure. For departure, we just use the same calculation, but we just replace the cost with sign on calculator. For example, 46.118 multiple sign on calculator with 31 degree 21 minute 20 second. Then we got the answer 23.997. For departure, if we got the answer in positive, then we write it as S. If the answer in negative, then it west. Then we calculate the sum for distance north, south, east and west. After that, calculate the misclosure for latitude. To calculate the misclosure of latitude, we just subtract the sum of north and south, which is subtract 95.777 with 95.764. Then the misclosure of latitude is 0.013. For the misclosure of departure, we subtract the sum of west and east, which is 62.735 subtract with 62.713. So the misclosure of departure is 0.002. Then we calculate the adjustment latitude misclosure. To calculate it, we multiply the distance with latitude misclosure and part 8 with total distance. After that, we calculate the adjustment for departure misclosure. We just use the same calculation, but we multiply the distance with departure misclosure and part it with total distance. For north and south, we must first determine the higher sum value. If north have higher sum value than south, then north need to be subtract and south need to be added. Same step apply to east and west. If west have higher sum value than east, then west need to be subtract and east need to be added. So we just can calculate the adjusted latitude and adjusted departure. For example, line 2, 39.383 subtract with 0.003, then we got the adjusted latitude 39.380. Then we calculate the sum for north, south, east, west and calculate the misclosure for adjusted latitude and adjusted departure. Then we can proceed to calculate the coordinate. Given coordinate for station number 1 is north 1000 and east 1500. To calculate the coordinate, we add if the adjusted latitude is north, subtract if the adjusted latitude is south, and add if the adjusted departure is east and subtract if the adjusted departure is west. Coordinate of the same station must be the same. This traverse booking data is in first class traverse because the accuracy is over than 1:8000. For area, we have put the calculation above.
Accuracy. During the task, we find out that in surveying, we had 3 types of accuracy. Third class is more than 3000, second class is more than 4000, and the first class is more than 8000. After we'll calculate the accuracy by doing this formula, we find out that our traverse is in first class of accuracy.